you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back to get another review, and it is Imperial Stout time. One of my favorite kind of times, in the form of Ballast Point Sea Monster. This is our first Ballast Point review. I had a bunch of their offerings before. They're new to my area as far as distribution goes, but over the years I've had not a ton of their stuff, but I had quite a few of them. Nothing big though. It was all kind of smaller stuff and a bunch of their Sculpin stuff like that. So I'm super excited to give this a whirl, as I am all beers I've never had before, and beers I've had before, and pretty much any beer. Anyway, as far as what it says on the bottle, Ballast Point Brewing Company, Imperial Stout, Sea Monster. Over here, refund, government warning, Ballast Point Brewing Company, San Diego, California. Sea Monster Imperial Stout. From the deep, dark depths of our brewmaster's imagination comes this rich and monstrous oatmeal stout. Our Sea Monster embodies all that the true dark beer aficionado will appreciate. Roasted coffee notes with hints of bittersweet chocolate and currant flavors, all brought together by perfect hop balance. Don't fear the monster. So, two things with this beer. One, it sounds awesome. Two, it's old. Love old. I love old. I like aged beer, but, you know, it has to be a properly aged beer. This is how much okay, 10% alcohol by volume, Imperial Stout, that is enjoyed by March of 2014. This is almost March of 2015, so going by your generic 5-year rule, you're talking about a 6-year-old beer. That should be just about perfect for this beer. Hopefully it's true. We'll see. So take that into account. Now we're doing an age review, because age reviews are awesome for a couple reasons. One, I like aged beer, and two, if it's awesome, then you know to look out for it. Ooh, my friend Zed is black. Ooh, yeah. Well, I'm telling you right now, I liked how that sucker poured. First off, finger worth ahead, infinitely creamy top, coffee colored. There you go. Color wise, I'm not even going to try to look through that sucker. I mean, gleaning a little bit of brown and red off the edges, but I mean, that sucker is dark. As dark as the mythical soul I joke about. Because I don't really have a soul. Or do I? I don't know. Anyway, nose. This smells beautiful. This smells absolutely beautiful. Roasted malts, licorice, currant, dash of coffee, chocolate, licorice. I'm getting a lot of licorice. Like that licorice anise just does it for me for this. It smells super fluffy. I know some people are like, how the hell do you smell fluffy? It smells fluffy. Ah, that's a beautiful nose. It's super subtle though. That's the thing. It's not like punch me in the face with all these flavors. It's very gentle. It's very, 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 very gentle. Okay. Well, I'm getting in there because this sucker deserves to be drank. If I don't hate it, I'll be surprised. Cheers. Well, that's a good beer. That's a really good beer. How you doing, buddy? I like you. I don't know if it's the age. Again, I know where to pick these up, these old ones, on the cheap, no less, which is pretty freaking fantastic. I'm going to have to get a couple more bottles and do a little side-by-side stuff on this sucker, because it deserves it for what it is. I wonder how much age has changed this beer. It's, you know, first off, age-wise, you'd expect it to smooth it out, to level it out, to make it buttery, smooth, fluffy. And that's exactly what it did. Actually, not even fluffy. A lot of times when you age stuff, it'll get a bit thin. Super creamy, super beautiful in the mouth, but it's also super well balanced and super well put together. It's like equal parts chocolate, coffee, anise, currant. Boom. Done. Beautiful. Everything about it. just a slightest hint of booze, which is kind of surprising being that it's 6 years old. But it's not like a burn. It's more of a warmth to it. Like I'm getting nice and warm on the inside. Could just because I'm getting excited because I'm drinking a beer I really like. Slightest bit of dryness to it. A little bit of dry finish on it, but not nearly enough to kind of turn me off, you know. Like it says in the bottle, it is a jacked up, doubled, or tripled up oatmeal stout as opposed to, you know, just a regular American stout or something like that. So that's where I think you're getting that beautiful, fluffy mouthfeel from. Yeah, this is a good beer. Oh, yeah. I didn't go over the whole label thing. I usually do that. I forgot. It's a weird label for me. In that it is one of those deep sea creature. The one that lights its little thingy. The thingy. That's a technical term. You wouldn't understand. Science. And that's how it catches prey. I'm a super sucker for that fish. And it's trying to give like an old kind of, you know, whatever you want to call it, Jacques Cousteau kind of painting, kind of olden time, you know, 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea vibe, which it kind of is doing, but the label art around it is too new, too clean. I wish they would have kept that whole kind of gritty, how this whole frame here is kind of like gritty in there, and once you kind of get out of it, the further you get out, it gets kind of really clean and synthetic. I wish they would have kept that kind of graininess throughout the whole thing. So the label's not too bad, but the beer's awesome, so I'll let it slide. Let's see. That's just a really, really, really nice beer. Something that if you can find aged bottles of this, you should. If you like just Imperial Stouts in general, you should give it a whirl. But if you're, again, a lot of beers, a lot of your barley wines, a lot of your stouts are just jacked up, doubled up, you know, tweaked versions of smaller beers. So you're talking about having, you know, oatmeal stouts, or, you know, just regular plain old American stouts, or, you know what I mean, like brown ales that are jacked into barley wine, stuff like that. This tastes like a super jacked up oatmeal stout. So if you're a fan of oatmeal stouts and you want to take it next level, if you're a fan of just big stouts in general, if you're a fan of aged beer, then you can find an older one. Again, like I said, I can't comment on the newer ones, but, you know, a 5-6 year old bottle that's taken care of properly, you owe it to yourself to give it a whirl. It's just that good. Rating wise, I would give it a 93. Smooth and delicious. Now you're asking, why didn't you give it a higher score? Oh, because 93 is what it deserves. To me, 93 is an amazing score. You know, 95 is next level, and 95 and 98 is just, you know, greatest of all time territory. This isn't greatest of all time territory, so can't give it that, but it's one hell of a beer. Value and availability. I usually skip over it. For that, there's no price tag on here. I usually skip over that part with the aged beers. So availability, I'm going to stop doing that. So availability, I'm going to give it a 1. Not that you cannot find Sea Monster. It's finding a 6-year-old Sea Monster. It's probably a little bit hard. So I'll give it a 1, especially in my area, northeastern Pennsylvania. Unless you know the place where I got it from, then you can find it easy. 2, value. I think I paid $8 for this. To me, that's almost like I feel bad that I paid $8 for it. Like I want to go back to the place and give them more money. But I've overspent for beer, so it evens out in the end. So there you go. Out of value, I would give it a 10. Yeah. Just the age on this has done it wonders. Made it. It has to be a good beer. Like, and I keep I'm yammering now, and bear with me. Like I said, I haven't had it new, so I can't tell you exactly what the new one's like. But you can't. A new crap beer can't become good. So it has to be a good beer right off the bat. I'm just curious as to maybe some of those flavors are a little bit disjointed, and they just kind of evened it out. And that's kind of what I'm saying. But overall, great beer, especially aged, and I encourage those who like to dabble in the Imperial Stout style, especially aged, give it a whirl. And there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't, or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you like to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Untapped. Massive Beers on all 4 of those places. And, 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice, beautiful old beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.